and welcome back to the channel and back to part 2 of our Exploring the Jubilee Line series in the Jubilee Line Eras Tour. We're going to have like a really cool intro there, I promise. Yes. Anyway, so
welcome, as I mentioned, to part 2. Now, for this section, we're going to be exploring the section between Wembley Park and Finchley Road, because this has a lot of history to it.
Yes.
I'm excited for this section. I'm really excited.
Yeah, same.
A lot to talk about. We're going to go to 2 stations. I haven't quite decided which ones yet. We'll figure that out as we go. So yeah,
our train's pulling in right there.
So we will get on this train and we will see you at our first station.
And we are here at Dollis Hill.
Yeah, welcome to Dollis Hill, and this is going to be a lot of a rambling session because we have a lot of history to discuss here.
Yes.
Well, first of all, I do actually want to give a nod to the station itself. Very, very nice station. The reason why I picked this station is because of its layout.
Yes.
We're obviously on the Dollis Hill. We're on the Jubilee Line platforms here. The 4th track over there, that is the fast Metropolitan line going off towards central London. Then they have a track there. That's the other Metropolitan line heading away from London off towards Cheshire, Amersham, Watford and Uxbridge.
And then you have
2 tracks
over
over there, which are
the Chiltern Main Line.
The Chiltern Main Line, yes.
Which, you know, that's epic.
And the time we have been here, we have seen some Chiltern trains pass through, which I'm sure you will see in the B-roll video. So yeah, we're here at Dollis Hill. Now this section of the line is very interesting.
It is.
Because of the service pattern throughout the year. So, as mentioned in part 1, if you haven't watched part 1, go and watch it first, because nothing here will make sense without watching part 1. So, it's currently the early 1930s, and Metropolitan Line has opened its final stretch of line between Wembley Park and Stanmore. And obviously, a year later, it got taken over by the LPTB to form the Metropolitan Line on the Underground. But the section of corridor here that we're on now was only 2 tracks at this point.
Yes.
And it was starting to get a bit congested. So they were like, oh, so in the mid-1930s, a big project happened to 4-track the line here to allow for fast Metropolitan Line trains to pass through.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. And this is where stuff gets interesting, because in 1939, the section of line between Stanmore and Wembley Park, and between Wembley Park down towards Finchley Road, was taken over by the Bakerloo line. And we'll get more into that when we get to part 3, because they had to build 2 new stations to connect the Bakerloo line tunnels up with the section of line.
Yes.
But yeah, it's mid-1930s, and they quadrupled the track here to allow for Metropolitan Line trains to go fast and for, at the time, Bakerloo Line trains to go slow.
And of course, you had the Chiltern Main Line just chilling there.
And obviously, it being the 1930s and a lot of track stuff had to happen, you had to rebuild a bunch of stations.
Yes.
Dollis Hill was one of them. And if I turn 180 degrees, you can see this really nice Art Deco kind of like circular cylindrical building behind me. And it's really, and it reminds me a bit like we saw at Queensbury, the station building there, because again, it's built to an Art Deco style.
It's also very reminiscent of some of these stations on the outer ends of the Central Line.
Yes, because a lot of them were done around the same time.
Yes.
But another thing I like is in the middle of the platform, this island platform, there's these nice little gardens in the middle of the platform here. Obviously, we're filming this in January and winter, so there's not much greenery about, but you can kind of see where the nice kind of like green plants and everything are. And Dollis Hill, it's actually quite a nice station. I am a big fan of it.
And the greenery, it adds a certain level of calm to the station that I don't think otherwise is observed with other tube stations, especially the generic ones. Like, it just adds that bit of colour that a lot of tube stations are missing.
Yeah, a lot of tube stations are missing colour. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the station, and actually this section of the Jubilee Line itself, all the parts of the line up towards here, this section of up towards Stanmore and these sections here, I am a big fan of these areas.
Yes.
And also another thing I like about this station that I haven't on any other tube station before is before the announcements, there's an odd bing bong bong sound before the announcements play, which I think is a really, really nice touch at Dollis Hill.
Yeah.
So if you're at Dollis Hill and you hear the announcements, you'll hear like a bing bong bing before, like there is old British Rail announcements at stations. So that's a nice little touch. I hadn't actually noticed at any other tube station before. And there's a squirrel over there. But there was also this, there were the stations as well that were four platforms, and obviously two of them are, and that were not rebuilt, and remained as full platform stations. One of them being the next station we're going to go along the line to, which is West Hampstead.
Yes. If you are a train spotter,
yes,
it is an amazing place to spot trains.
It is.
You've got Fast Met Line, you've got slow Jubilee Line, and you've also got Chiltern Main Line, which if you come at the right type of day, you can get a lovely 68 set.
You can. We have actually been past here on 68 before.
Yes, we take the 68s up to Birmingham quite a lot. And
so our train, I believe, actually is now approaching, which, yes, it is. Our train is there. It's approaching. We're going to get this train.
And prime example.
Yep. We're going to get this train and we will see you at West Hampstead.
Yeah, let's take us to West Hampstead and we will see you there.
See you at West Hampstead.
Let's get on
the train.
Let's get on the train. Open sesame.
Wish whoosh kaboom, open you do.
Wingle dim boplu. Oh.
Wait, what? So yeah, we are now we'll get the train and we will see you at West Hampstead.
Right, and we are here at Willesden Green.
Yeah, I was an idiot. I thought that this was West Hampstead. It's not. I was like, I've been taking it. Oh, we're going to West Hampstead. We're going to West Hampstead. I got them mixed up. Okay, I am not from London, as you probably can tell.
Everyone, point and laugh.
Okay, thank you.
Point and laugh.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, you can stop laughing now. You can stop laughing now. You can stop laughing now. Thank you. Right, anyway, so
everyone point.
Willesden, so we're at Willesden Junction and
Willesden Junction.
So we're at Willesden Green, and this is an example of. I do like this station.
Yeah.
It's an example of original Metropolitan Railway, because that's what this is. It's an old Metropolitan Railway station. You can tell because of the canopies, because of the platforms, that it's a ornate station. It's gorgeous. There's beautiful green tiles on the walls. The canopies have them like really nice Metropolitan Railway kind of canopy post truss things, whatever they're called. I'm not an engineer.
The thingamabobs.
Yeah, them, we can call them actually. But yeah, beautiful station, even the inside as well. One thing, I feel like Wilson Green is sexist. There is a female toilet here, but not a male toilet.
Oh,
what
yeah!
about us men? Can we not piss at Wilson Green? What are we meant to do?
No pissing allowed. You
I know.
cannot access the piss chamber.
I know. But what's interesting is obviously you can see here it's a 4-platform station.
Yes.
We're almost in the middle where the Jubilee Line is, but there is a platform over on that side and also one over on that side.
So you might think that the Met Line stops here, but as we are about to prove,
Yep.
it does not.
It's skipping completely. It's going very slow, but it is skipping the station.
Yes, the Met Line skips this station. Okay, so you might think, the platforms are abandoned.
No.
But then you look at them, and they're very well maintained.
Yeah, I think the best way to describe those platforms is mothballed.
Yes.
That's probably the best way to describe them, because they are still able to be used. They're not abandoned. They are still able to be used if required. You can see if I turn over here, you can see, you can see there's like S8 car stop markers. There's monitors. There's a yellow line. The entrance is still operational.
Everything is there if they need to use it.
Yeah, I think the reason why they're there is in case there's something wacky going on with the TfL network. If absolutely required, they can stop Metropolitan Line trains here and they'll be able to.
The other thing you will notice, and this is if we take it back here. As we mentioned earlier on in the series, this entire section of track of the Jubilee Line is Old Metropolitan Railway.
It is.
And you can see this is a Metropolitan Railway station.
I'm not sure how I picked up on camera, but you can kind of see.
You can see where they've
are very different. You can see the platform level on that high.
They have raised the track bed of the Jubilee Line to account for the smaller trains. Whereas you look at the track bed of the Met Line.
Yeah, you can see the platform height is kind of full platform height.
The platform height of the Met Line trains is
a lot higher.
Proper National Rail platform height.
Yeah, and obviously you can see the little tiny Jubilee Line train is a lot shorter on their platform heights. But yeah, it's very interesting to kind of see how it's bedded in, like a brand new modern deep level line bedded into this old 1900s architecture is really, really something, and I do like it.
Yes, and speaking of going deep level, well, that's what we're about to do in the next part of the series, aren't we?
Yes, so we'll head to Finchley Road. We will end at Finchley Road because that's officially where we're going to end, and we will then start. We'll start the next episode at Finchley Road, which we'll see the week after. So yeah,
we hope this episode has been informative. Let's get on to the.
Yep, obviously we just missed that one, so we'll get the next one.
We'll get on to the next one.
Jubilee Line's probably in the next 2 or 3 minutes or so.
Yeah,
we'll be fine.
And we will see you at Finchley Road.
We'll see you at Finchley Road.
And we are here at Finchley
Yeah,
Road.
we're at Finchley Road, and this is the first stop after Wembley Park, where we have both Jubilee and Metropolitan line trains stopping here. So there actually is 4 in use all the time platforms at Finchley Road, 2 island configurations. Cross just so you can get cross platforms to change if need be.
Yeah.
And travelling to change between the 2 lines. But yeah, Finchley Road. Actually quite like it. It's a nice little station actually.
Yeah.
So a nice little kind of like canopy, which kind of curved canopy, which you can see, which kind of goes over most of the tracks as this Jubilee Line train pulls in behind
right
here.
there.
You can see kind of it going curving around. It's very, very nice. But this is where we're going to leave off part 2 of this series.
Yes, so we hope this part was a bit more interesting than part 1. Obviously, there was a lot more to talk about in this part.
Yeah, there was.
So we're going to now go on to part 3, which is probably actually the most interesting part when it comes to service patterns and stuff.
I'm not going to say what it is because we will obviously do that in the next video.
Yes.
So yeah, but for now, I have been Ewan.
And I have been Willow, and we will see you either next week or in the next episode.
We'll see you then.
Okay, thanks. Bye.